Oh wow, the Four Seasons Orlando baby was found guilty on all 34 charges. That's kind of... Hi, welcome back to the channel, everybody. So today's video is going to be a little special to me because we're actually going back to my roots a little bit. I'm actually going back to the roots. I'm taking my spot back, so Questlove needs to get out of there. So if you've been with the channel for a while, or you've stalked my channel like a little stinky weirdo, then you know that I used to have a thing for making videos about Dhar Mann and all the channels that tried to copy his formula. Like the second video I think I ever did on this channel was about Samir Bhavnani, who I thought was the craziest Dhar Mann copycat, but I actually don't think... Hey, stop. You weren't going to watch it, were you? Okay, good. Please don't. I only leave that there to keep myself humble. I don't need to think about it right now. I didn't make another one for a really long time, partially because I didn't want to beat a dead horse, but also because of the controversy with Dhar Mann himself. He was actually beating dead horses. I don't know how he thought he could get away with that. In case you're unfamiliar, a lot of actors for Dhar Mann Studios came forward with allegations of unfair pay and poor working conditions. They also claimed that Dhar Mann wouldn't meet with them to address their concerns and instead just fired them altogether. And you can have your debate about like the pay and working conditions all day, whatever. Like if you want people on your side, I don't think that was the angle you should have gone with. Well, I couldn't meet with them. I was too busy writing the scripts for the actors that know their place. Maybe if you stuck around, I could have made you a music video for the worst song that's ever been made. And I didn't want it to look like I was endorsing Dhar Mann or was like on his side in the situation or anything. So I kind of just dropped the genre altogether and moved on to much more mature subject matter. But I caught wind of a copycat channel that flew under my radar all this time, and it single-handedly is pulling me out of retirement. And it somehow makes Dhar Mann look like Martin Scorsese. So the channel is called Tomorrow's Teachings, and my first impression is that it looks like any other channel that copies Dhar Mann. Sorry. This literally looks like a YouTube channel. Computer, we need to analyze this immediately. Now there is a specific video I'm going to talk about, but first I want to skim through a few of these because all of them are nightmare fuel. Now Dhar Mann typically keeps his videos pretty PG because the algorithm rewards that. Trust me. But Tomorrow's Teachings gets a lot more creative with it. We've got stories like maid sleeps with fat gamer, homeless girl gets poisoned by vape, and who could forget everyone's favorite, Karen hunts down Mexicans.
Just reporting in, I already got 2 Mexicans this morning. Hoping for more as the day goes.
Oh, whoa.
I don't feel comfortable showing this video on my channel because it actually shows this woman like sniping people who try to cross the border. Somebody wrote this down on paper and it went through the entire editing process without anyone stopping to say, maybe that was a bad idea. I don't know about this one, boss. You know, I just feel like we should handle immigration and like the border situation with a lot more sensitivity. Oh, come on now. What is insensitive about a woman trying to protect her country from a bunch of no good? We've also got one called Drug Addict Watches Andrew Tate and Becomes a Millionaire. Who, no lie, gets shipped off to rehab after doing coke one singular time.
Drugs! It's drugs, Tommy!
Tommy's parents decided to send him to drug rehab.
Fucking I own you, little bitch. You can't play this game, man. Get out of the tank, and then let's see who wins.
And then he comes back and does it one more time, which makes his father have a heart attack, which makes him start watching Andrew Tate, and then he becomes a successful businessman.
He couldn't have done it without the help of Andrew Tate.
You know, it totally makes sense that this would happen after his dad died because liking Andrew Tate is a very fatherless trait to have. Oh, and then we've also got husband lets wife sleep with big black guy. This is insane. I cannot believe someone would make a video like that. You made the video. I mean, yeah, I did. I didn't think they were gonna post it. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. Now, to set the record straight, the wife in question actually sleeps with 2 big black guys, and it's for, you know, adult entertainment.
So you gonna stay to watch me f your wife?
What? Train's leaving soon, buddy.
Choo choo!
And obviously in the real world, there's plenty of people that are in that line of work and have healthy, loving relationships with people who actually respect them. But this particular husband doesn't look very happy about it. Hey man, at least she told you. You know, there's some people that just do it behind somebody's back for years while telling them that they're the problem, the one that needs to get it together.
Hold on, I need a break.
Now, if the addict video didn't make it obvious, this will make it even more obvious what kind of guy is writing these videos.
I came here to tell you that what you are doing isn't right. Selling your body for views isn't a moral way to live. Money will come and go, my sister. This is not the way.
Then her husband cheats on her with her therapist.
Are you cheating on me?
Oh, it's over, Mia. You're no good for him. You're the real cheater.
Brian and his therapist began to date. They lived their best lives, while Mia got karma, living on the streets and homeless now. She lives to regret her choices she made.
And that's it. That's the positive life message that they're leaving you with. Could you imagine if this was a Dhar Mann video? Hey Dhar Mann fam, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. And remember, sex workers deserve to be cheated on and discarded by society. We're changing lives. You know, after that whole controversy with Dhar Mann, some of them started showing up in other copycats videos. Imagine if this channel found them and they saw the material they had to work with. Oh, thank you so much for joining the team. I'm so excited. Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here. Of course, we've seen your previous work. We love what you do. We think we have the perfect part for you right here. Of course, thank you. It's babysitter makes out with autistic child. Is that? I should probably tell you now, we don't really have any money, so we can only pay you in ginger ale, but it is Canada Dry, so. Now, before we get to the main video, I want to briefly mention this one where this teacher calls a student the N-word because...
Boy, I don't have time for your games. Get off this campus before I have you removed.
What?
You heard me, Nick.
Now, I'm no lip reader, but that looked like an N-bomb, I'm sorry.
You heard me, Nick.
If he actually said it for like a shitty fake Dhar Mann video, that's so funny. Top 10 times when actors weren't acting. I'm sure the video is going to end with the teacher learning his lesson, like, you know, maybe getting fired from his job or...
Now, you don't want to do this.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess you could say he was terminated.
It is never okay to treat someone differently because of their ethnicity.
We should always be respectful to black people because you know they're all carrying guns around looking for trouble. Okay, so now we're at the main video I wanted to talk about today, and I'm just gonna tell you now it's really fucking gross. Like, not in a way that has any real trigger warnings, it's just kind of bizarre. The video's called Hot Sister Catches Her Brother Edging. You won't believe it. They're right, because I really don't believe it. Now, all of their videos start with like a coming up segment where it just like shows you clips from the video before it actually starts. And I'm just gonna let this one play out for you.
Coming up on tomorrow's teachings.
What's going on?
What is it? Yes, Daddy.
Hey, any aspiring filmmakers watching this, take note. You should always have an intro that'll draw in your viewers while making them also want to throw up. So it starts with this family looking concerned for the son, James, who looks older than the guy playing his dad because he's spending a little too much time in his room.
Poor mother washes your laundry all the time and she can smell your discharge. I can smell it every time I walk by your room.
Does Grandma know?
Oh, yeah. Let's just be glad that your sister wasn't here.
So you're okay with his grandma knowing that he was yanking Jimmy? Oh, no, don't worry about Nana. You should have seen the house when Grandpa was alive. You'd think they were living in a Cinnabon factory.
It's time to stop. I don't want anything bad to happen to you. And no more explicit content. It's bad for your development. How do you think I made a multi-million-dollar company? It wasn't from beating my meat.
Great talk, Dad. I don't know why, but the way this dad talks feels like he's the stepdad and it's like his first day living with the kids. I'd also like to know what bad things are gonna happen if he keeps doing it. Like, I know there's risks with it elevating your heart rate if you do it like way too much. And obviously, if you aren't careful, it can become a very crippling addiction. But you're not telling him any of that. Hey, look, son, if you don't stop, then one day you're gonna get shot by one of your college students because you called them the N-word.
James has managed to abstain from self-touch for 3 days, but he's struggling, especially when bombarded by explicit content on Instagram. It highlights how our society glorifies such material.
Okay, hang on, wait, and look, okay, I'm a guy, okay? I've had my fair share of women in swimsuits come across my Explore page, but most of the time they're not posting that to be sexual. I think people just like to post pictures of themselves that they like, and it's not that deep at all. And even if they were intended to be sexual, tell James to hit the block button and carry on. Tell him to put his phone down and go outside. Although if it's this bad, I don't think we should run the risk of him seeing a woman, like, in person. They're real?
James finds himself in a tough spot until his dog, Lulu, enters the room, sparking an idea.
Lulu.
No, 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 no. Wait.
Come here, Lulu.
Wait.
All right, video's over. I don't want to do this anymore. Also, on the couch, you wanted to get caught, you fucking freak.
James! Mom, what are you doing here? It's not what it looks like.
Oh my God, get away. You are disgusting, James. You're disgusting.
Oh no, I can't believe this. They didn't think anyone was gonna see.
James finds himself in tears as he gradually descends into slovenliness, indulging in bed-bound eating sessions while consuming copious amounts of explicit content. Now mired in depression, he resigns himself to this bleak way of life.
Hey, come on, take it easy on him, all right? It could be worse. He could have to watch his wife sleep with two big black guys.
Choo-choo!
James finally gets inspired to stop what he's doing and get his life together, and I'm just gonna give you one guess where he gets it from.
You touch on the detriments of weak will. Yeah, you're a little ass bitch. You can't stop yourself from jerking off. Literally, I was gonna say the exact same thing.
I don't know what else I was expecting.
Gradually, he evolves into the epitome of his potential, sculpting his physique and embracing his masculinity.
So James finally seems to be on the right path, and things are kind of looking up until he wakes up the next morning.
I can't see. I can't see. I can't see.
James, what's wrong?
I can't see anything.
What do you mean?
What's going on?
I can't see.
What is it? What is it?
Okay, maybe looking up was a poor choice of words for that one. I'm sorry. They call this doctor who might be wearing a wig. I can't tell. Can't decide if it's funnier if that's a wig or if that's his real hair.
How do we get him to see?
I'm sorry, but James has developed a condition called optical neuropathy due to excessive masturbation.
Okay, come on. Like, you know that's not a real thing, right? It's not that hard to Google it and see that that's like a complete myth. And trust me, if it was real, I'd be fucking Matt Murdock. I'm starting to think tomorrow's teachings videos are being written by like this committee of moms and like youth pastors. Like, instead of an actual sex ed class, they're just gonna show this. And then they have like a youth pastor come out and talk to the kids. You know, I bet Jesus would have loved to rub one out, but his hands were nailed to the cross. He edged his entire life so he could die for our sins. And I think we all owe it to him to be gooners for God.
Despite his previous efforts at self-improvement, it seems too late to alter his course. Suddenly, an advertisement interrupts, promoting a lifelike sex doll designed to replicate human touch.
Damn. I kind of get it, honestly. If I had something that was irreversible, I would go back to. It's not like stopping is going to bring his eyesight back, right? I could also see this guy using that as an excuse to just like whip it out whenever he wanted. Oh, Lulu, I have another... It's the 4th of July barbecue. Oh my God. I promise we're at the end of the video now. And you may notice the lack of hot sister that the video promised. Excuse me, waiter. I ordered some hot sister with my edging brother. So she finally shows up in the video and has some special friends over.
Oh shit, Miles, I forgot the protection. Hey, we'll be right back, baby, alright? I don't want to hear a word.
Alright, hurry, daddies.
That's kind of scary. Now, granted, I've never been in this situation myself. If I was her in that situation, I'd think it was kind of weird and ask some questions, but whatever. And at the same time as this, James is trying to find his way back to his bedroom. Stay with me now. So James walks in thinking he's in his room with his new life-size doll. And his sister thinks that her friends are now back. So...
We only have one, so we have to share it. James, what are you doing?
James, what the heck?
I thought this was my room.
No, it's not your room.
I thought that was my doll. Well, I don't know.
James, that's your sister. Does that feel like a doll to you, James?
I'm sorry, I can't see anything.
You know, I could have been a teacher if I stayed in school. I was going to be a teacher. I don't think that would have been any better, but I at least wouldn't have had to watch this shit. This is like past bad Dhar Mann ripoff. Like we're in deranged territory now, you know what I mean? I know it's mostly like shock value and rage bait that's gonna get people to watch regardless of the reaction, but I don't give a shit. Whoever made this, whoever's behind Tomorrow's Teachings needs to be in jail right now. Go in there with the 4 Seasons Orlando baby. Oh, and you want to know what the worst part of this is? That's not even the end.
I'm sorry, I can't see anything. It was a mistake.
Due to James's actions, his sister became pregnant and chose to keep the baby. Tragically, the child was born with severe disabilities, both blind and deaf. Overwhelmed by guilt and shame, James made the drastic decision to dispose of the baby.
But wait! There's more!
However, his actions were discovered by the authorities, resulting in a life sentence behind bars.
What was the lesson? What am I supposed to take away from that video? All right, remember everybody, if you watch too much porn, then you're gonna go blind, get your sister pregnant, and then spend the rest of your life behind bars. Like and follow for more life lessons. Oh, and look, Tay Zonde commented on this one. They scared Tay Zonde. That is absolutely unacceptable. You know, at least with other copycats, there's still like the concept of a positive message. Even when the videos themselves are outlandish, they can still find an angle to shoehorn in some like surface level message. But I think Tomorrow's Teachings is taking like the 90s PSA approach where they're just trying to like scare people. All right, listen up everybody. If you look at a bag of cocaine one time, you will die. If you go into sex work as a source of income, your husband will cheat on you and toss you to the streets, where you will get poisoned by a vape and probably die. You want to be on the right path? The only path to success is listening to the top G. I'm fucking done. I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna leave everybody off with a real lesson that you can take away from this video. If you want to start a YouTube channel, make sure that your videos aren't being written by a crazy person that needs to delete his Twitter. It's probably also the same kind of person that would get mad at me for calling it Twitter still. Like, sorry, you paid for a blue check mark. That's not my problem. You know, I could have made a comment about like being original and not basing all of your success off of somebody else's style, but then I wouldn't have a YouTube channel either. So do whatever you want, just don't be creepy. How about that? All right, with all that being said, thank you so much for watching the video today. I'm really sorry I showed you all of these, but if I had to suffer, then I wanted someone to suffer with me. Make sure you leave a like and comment if you enjoyed the video today. And also make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can join the Gooners for God team. So far, it's just me and Tay Zonde, but we're looking to expand a little bit, so subscribing will help that out. And I also appreciate the support for the channel, so you can do it for that too. Thank you all again for watching. Stay safe out there, and I will see you next time. Peace.
In the house for a very long time. Never I cease, I get better like wine. Soul searching, found me online. No end of my reach, got a hand on the skies. Stop being so emotional, what you smoking on? About time I open up, you can't roll with us. If you want peace, go and throw up the sign.
I think I can still do it.